Okay, so coming into this episode, a lot of you probably remember that my reaction to the last one wasn't quite so positive as many of the fans. Right. Well, now let's see how the episode that absolutely no one expected to measure up to that one turned out. Now actually, the one where Pinkie knows is proving to be kind of a polarizing episode, and I even had a few people warn me ahead of time that it's pretty lame, but I might rein you in a little there. I don't think it's fair to say that there's nothing here. In fact, the opening few minutes where Pinkie Pie learns ahead of time that Cadance and Shining Armor are expecting a baby manage to be cute, funny, and relatable, getting at the kind of pressure you really do feel when you have the power to really surprise and wow someone but aren't allowed to act on it.
It's a top secret surprise. Some Pony Special is coming to visit Ponyville. Shining Armor, Princess Cadance! Yes. And that's it. Oh.
But yeah, it managed to eat up a lot of my goodwill pretty quickly once the jokes really got going. And the reason is very simple. It makes the common mistake of thinking that forcing the humor, repeating it, telegraphing it, making it more obvious, making it more frantic, whatever, is all the same thing as making it funnier.
When Shining Armor said he wanted to come to the castle and visit, I started collecting things he liked when he was a colt as a surprise. Surprise? I've been so excited that it's been hard to keep it to myself. I have no idea what that's like. This is Brutus Force. Shining Armor used to carry him around like his baby. Yeah! Really cute!
What was that I said about party pooped again? Like somebody said, hey, if tickling the audience was good, shoving my fingers into their sides until I break their ribs must be even better. Yeah, when you telegraph the comedic misunderstanding or shove it in our faces that much, all you're essentially doing is congratulating us, or yourselves, for being able to see the misunderstanding. But it doesn't take long before we realize that it's really not hard to see anymore, so we just get sick of you shoving it in our faces, because we're already done with it.
I can't thank you enough for agreeing to be my backup delivery pony, Pinkie.
I did? I'll do it!
Really?
Sure! There's no possible way that I could ever have anything that might interfere with doing that task. Like a gigantic, emotionally exhausting surprise that would make it super hard to be around other ponies.
This is getting stupid.
In fact, it's similar enough to the reaction I had to Party Pooped so that for a while I thought it was written by the same guy, Nick Confaloni. But it turns out it was written by an entirely new member of the team. My penis. Okay, so apparently that last joke made certain people worried that I'm the one losing my standards here, so I think I'll just stick to the episode's jokes from now on. And yeah, it didn't have to go wrong here. It could have escalated Pinkie's comedic suffering to higher and higher heights or something, but instead it just keeps repeating the joke and making it that much more obvious.
You are Ponyville's best-kept secret.
No, I'm not!
Oh, by the way, could you help spread the word about the big crib sale I'm having?
Treat your foal like royalty? Twilight wanted me to ask you if you would bring some snacks to the castle. You know, maybe some baby carrots. What did you say? They're Shining Armor's favorite. Mine too! Baby carrots are kind of like big carrots, but smaller. Kind of like how foals are tiny versions of their parents, but smaller and cuter.
Slow plus repetitive plus heavy-handed and drawn out does not a good comedic punch make. Alright, look at this.
Right, backing away, goes into a shuffle. A right, play, a left. Williams trying to protect himself, can't do it. Left to the face, a left and a right.
And then look at this.
A little respect with the power that he used, so he has been the distance as of 2. And when you're 52, you're going to take some time off.
Look at this.
Whoa! Huh? Who turned off the moon? Don't go near that cake, thief! Stop, thief! Oh, are you okay, thief? Bet you can't make your face crazier than that!
And then look at this.
I'll do it!
Really?
Sure! There's no possible way that I could ever have anything that might interfere with doing that task. Like a gigantic, emotionally exhausting surprise that would make it super hard to be around other ponies.
Great! You're sure you won't change your mind?
No way!
Eh?
want a flamingo.
The last one's gonna remind her of the baby.
I want a goldfish.
The last one's gonna remind her of the baby.
Surprise me.
Oh, look at that. The last one reminded her of the baby. Not to mention, this time the obvious nature of the delivery even carries over to some of the voice actors, who usually help make this stuff a lot funnier.
You're right, spooky reflection of rarity that I know is actually my own imagination.
Notice how she said that. It sounded like she was in on the joke. That's not how someone who's being straightforward and doesn't know people are going to laugh at what they're doing sounds.
An awesome weekend with the best little sister in all of Equestria.
We hope you've enjoyed No Moral Theater.
Okay, but I did say I'd be reining in the criticism here, and so I shall. Because for one, unlike Party Pooped, it's really not asking you to embrace any obnoxious or mean-spirited scenarios here as though they make for good comedy, it's just failing to be funny. And that said, it doesn't always fail. In fact, a couple of moments here were up there with my biggest Pinkie Pie laughs in a while. Pinkie is just a visual gag waiting to happen. You meet her face to face and she'll give you good conversation. You meet me face to face and she's usually just talking out her ass. In fact, it kinda hit its stride in the scavenger hunt portion. That part was genuinely amusing.
Or some comfy beds to rest little heads? Duh! Really? None of you? It's obviously the furniture store! Go in, go in, go in!
Plus, even though I thought the bits with Shining Armor's room were kinda lame too, it was nice to see him and Cadence again, being Twilight's family and all. And the revelation that she's going to be an aunt might make for some interesting stuff to come.
Oh, I love you guys, and I can't wait to meet your little fool.
Neither can we.
Thank you. Was it much trouble?
Piece of cake.
Trust me, we don't need you to explain that joke. So all in all, this is a mixed episode, which isn't nearly up to the show's usual standard, but it's not a waste of your time for what it does offer. So, yeah, all things considered, this newbie didn't do too bad. Apparently she has some chapter books under her belt that might have been a nice warm-up. So, okay, we got through that just fine, and now we can move on to the next one. Written by... If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, keep it far away from Pinkie Pie, and if you'd like to watch another video in this series, click the link on your right. Otherwise, just check the description for more links, and I'll see you next time.